In pushing through your agenda, have you compromised these independent institutions?
Not at all. Remember that for Parliament, that is purely political, and he is our leader. He's able to organize government as he suits. He has a majority leader who is very able, Kimani Ichung'wah, and the rest of the leadership. So we are able to push through some of these things. Number two, we have the Attorney General who is advising on the legal framework and everything else that needs to be done according to the Constitution, so that we do not find ourselves where we found ourselves in the last 5 years, whereby most of the government decisions were either stopped by court or ruled unconstitutional. So for the rest of the independent bodies, we are not interfering with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Joe, let me
say something on that, on the issue about Parliament and the supermajority by Kenya Kwanza. You see, in our government structure is that we have the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary, whereby each arms of the government, they need to offer checks and balance to the other one. If the executive tends to form a supermajority in Parliament, it is for the benefit of ensuring that government policies and government agenda in Parliament are passed. But one thing that we need to know as a country is that in our parliament, we have the minority and the majority. And always the minority will have their say, which means the way we do our politics, we do not have per se official opposition, but we have the minority and the majority. And going forward doing our politics, we can do the bipartisan way or the bilateral way or the partisan way. So by Kenya Kwanza having to convince, or the Jubilee side wishing to work with the Kenya Kwanza, there is no problem. Where as a person, Joe Khalende, I have a problem, is that the Jubilee members, so long as they move from one side of the floor of the house to the other side, they need to leave the position, like the minority whip position, they need to leave it to the minority side. There's no way you can have a cake and eat it. If the Sabina Cheges, the Senator Dulo, they need to leave the positions for the Azimio, so that they can join Kenya Kwanza side fully and operate as the majority in the house.